Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Christmas in July episode with brand new DIYs. So, I created these 3 DIYs using scrap stuff around the house and Dollar Tree items.
So, for today, I'm making a few tray decor pieces. Although these look big, sometimes I find that I have all these little things in my tray, and because they have little like lips, I have to then either lift them up or they're too small for the tray. So I'm going to try big ones. My trays are always a work in progress. So if you've ever watched my home channel, you see like I decorate them on there and you see the whole process that I go through. It's like, sometimes it's painful. Anyway, I don't show you the whole process, but I kind of talk you through it. But so I'm going to make these and hopefully they work. So this is going to be one project. For this, I'm going to use these guys for the base. This is just like a piece of wood. We were building some stairs, so this was left over. And then I'm going to make a wreath out of some grapevines from my garden. And then I'll just add a few embellishments from the Dollar Tree. The next one will be, I'll be using this cube from the Dollar Tree, these little embellishments, some twine and a ribbon. And then this one, as you can see, I'm making a gnome. I have a little wood bead that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using this guy, these strips of faux fur, and that's it. I'm going to do a line of tape here to leave it like natural color, and all of them I'm going to be spray painting using this Rust-Oleum Heirloom White spray paint. Now this is a very inexpensive project. Most of the stuff I had around, I mean, you could buy this $1.25. If you had like a cube of wood from a project, you could use that. Triangles, if you don't have the wood, you can use, they have the styrofoam triangles at the Dollar Tree. Sometimes you can even get toy foam shapes. So really just depends how big you want it and what you wanted to do. I wanted them bigger, so these will work really well. Anyway, I'm gonna go spray paint them. I won't show me doing that because it's just spray painting. And then I'll show you what they look like when they're done.
So, I told you they were all super easy to do. So, this guy, I am just kind of planning out how I want his beard to be and how I want his mustache to be. I did wind up cutting another 2 strips of mustache just to make it a little bit fuller. And then I am just going to glue everything on and use that little part as my buffer, that little nose part over there. Kind of not a buffer, but kind of like just know where I need to set my beard. And I'm just using some hot glue to glue it on, and that is it for my little guy. So I did leave that little part natural underneath his nose, and that's just kind of to show his face, because the sides are also unpainted because I just put like a little strip of tape on there, and then on the side it kind of looks like it's his natural skin tone, I guess. And that's it. He's going to make a cute little tray decor piece. Now, I did add at the bottom of the triangle because the triangle is kind of oddly shaped, so I added just a little lift so that he would straighten out in the tray. You won't be able to see that. It's just like a little part that I added that obviously you don't have to do if your triangle is straight. So here he is all finished. I think he is really cute and he'll make an adorable little tray decor piece for either my tier tray or just a table tray. And you could even probably swap him out for the seasons if you add a cute little hat. You know, like a themed hat. Maybe you add a Christmas hat and then a fall hat and a Valentine's hat. Just some ideas for you. So the next piece, I'm using the other triangle. Again, here it is painted all white, spray painted, and I am using some of Annie Sloan's black wax, and I'm just adding it to the triangle. Now, you'll see little hands because I have my little guy helping me. He really wanted to paint something, so I let him paint this. I usually let him paint other things, but we're in the middle of renovations, so right now, the little spot where he can paint is being occupied, but just for today because someone's coming in to do some work. So he was not able to paint his stuff today, so he is helping me. And we are just adding the wax to make it look a little bit darker, a little bit more antique, kind of farmhousey. And then I just, like, after he applies the wax with the brush, then I just kind of move it around and I use like a little rag just to push it around. And then this is what I'm working with. So then I just start putting it together, and all I'm doing is adding that wreath and gluing the legs to the bottom, and that's it. So I tried using those grapevine vines, but they were too dry. I had used them for a project before and saved them, but they were too brittle, so they kept on breaking. So they did not work for this, unfortunately. So I did have this little garland from the Dollar Tree. It was from the fall last year, so you could probably pick it up soon. And they do have, I know they have summer versions of it too, which have a little bit of greenery, and then you could just add a little bit of pops of red if you wanted to. So I'm using this one, and I'm not using the whole thing. I'm just going to cut out what I need, and then I'm going to just embellish it with a few little decorations, and that's all there is to it. And hot glue it to where I want it to sit. And then I also have to glue the feet. Now the feet I'm just doing just more for like a decorative thing, so it looks like it has something at the bottom, but again, you won't be able to see it, but just in case whatever somebody looks, then it kind of looks like it's a little tree, like a little Christmas tree with feet. And here he is, all finished. He looks really cute, and he'll look awesome in the tray. And at the end, I do show you, just like I did at the beginning, what they look like in the trays. And last but not least is the gift. Now here it is painted in that heirloom white, and now I am adding the black wax to this as well. My little helper left, he didn't want to help anymore. So again, I'm just rubbing it on with a rag. I didn't want to let him rub it with a rag because his poor little hands would be filthy. So once I get it to be the right antiqueness, I guess, the way I want it to be, then I just add my ribbons. Now you can see the little dots from the die. If you didn't want to see them, you could add a little bit more paint. Maybe you could put some putty in there, but I'm okay with it because I'm adding the bow and the ribbon, and you won't be able to see it. Also, if you use chalk paint, it's a little bit thicker, and you won't be able to see it with those. But because I did the spray paint, you can see it. And for the ribbon, as I showed you there, I am just using a buffalo plaid ribbon from the Dollar Tree, and I'm wrapping it around. So I just cut my long piece in half, and then I wrap it around and I tie it on one side, and then I do the same thing on the other side. And I just do a little knot so that way it looks like I tied a bow, but I really didn't. And then I do the same thing with twine. I kind of wrap it around both sides, oh, actually all four sides. And then I just tie like a little bow and a little knot at the top, so it looks like I have both. Now I wind up doing a double wraparound on like two sides of the cube, and then a one wraparound on the other side. And then I cut some of the twine and just make kind of additional little bows and tie them together, and then fluff everything out, fix it all up, and that is it. These were the most simplest little DIYs, and they'll make awesome tray decor pieces or even like mantle decor pieces because they're big enough. The best part of all of this is that I'm using stuff that I had on hand, stuff that was very inexpensive, and stuff that was like just scraps. Because, I don't always want to spend money when I'm doing these things. I like to reuse what I have, and there's just so much stuff. But anyway, here it is, all finished, my little cube present. Let me know what you think of this one. And also let me know which one was your favorite. What did you like the most? I think I probably like this guy and the gnome the best. But I like all three of them because they are kind of filler pieces in the tray, especially if I use it in the tiered tray. They'll just be so great. I'm really happy with them. I love when I make these and then have nice decor pieces when it comes time to decorate. Because I mean, it is Christmas in July, but I'm not setting up any of my Christmas decor just yet. I think my husband would think I'm crazy. And my kids would be really angry that I skipped over Halloween. Anyway, let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. I always appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you next week. I will be doing the Twine It Up challenge. So I haven't decided whether I'll try to do a Christmas theme or just a home decor theme, but it will have a lot of jute rope and twine. Thank you so much. Have a great day and stay safe. And if you're still here, check out these videos. I love it when you guys watch and leave comments.